There's a truth many people refuse to face, a truth that hides behind smiles, compliments, and polite laughter. Not everyone who claps for you wants you to win. Some do, yes, because they genuinely love seeing you rise. But others clap quietly, waiting for the moment you stumble, secretly hoping your light dims so they can feel comfortable in their own shadows again. This, my friend, is what I call the silent poison of the evil eye. I'm not speaking of curses or blue stones or mystic spells. I'm speaking of the jealousy that lives in human hearts, disguised as concern, coded in sweet words, and hidden behind familiar faces. It's the invisible energy that watches your progress and feels pain instead of pride. You've seen it, haven't you? You share good news, you achieve something, and suddenly the room goes quiet. Someone forces a smile that doesn't quite reach their eyes. They say, "I'm happy for you." But their voice wavers like a candle in the wind. That uneasy energy you feel, that's not your imagination. That's jealousy breathing near your success. I once met a young man who started a small business from his bedroom. He poured his heart into it, working through the night, building something from nothing. When his efforts began to pay off, people around him didn't celebrate him. They cautioned him. "Don't post too much," they said. "You'll attract the evil eye." He laughed at first, but slowly their whispers began to shape his confidence. He started second-guessing himself, posting less, hiding his achievements, not because of the evil eye, but because he started believing he didn't deserve attention. That's how this energy works. It doesn't always destroy your work. It destroys your courage to share it. It convinces you to dim your own light to protect those who refuse to shine. Even the most successful people have felt it. Oprah Winfrey admitted that she had to learn to celebrate others' success without comparing herself. Cristiano Ronaldo said people hate him not because he's bad, but because he wins relentlessly. Taylor Swift spoke about how fame cost her friendships, not because she changed, but because others couldn't handle her glow when they were still in the dark. The truth is, jealousy doesn't always announce itself. It often looks like subtle jokes, sarcastic comments, or advice disguised as doubt. People say don't get your hopes up, or be realistic. But what they really mean is stop aiming higher than me. The danger isn't their jealousy, it's your reaction to it. The moment you start hiding your dreams, your achievements, your goals, just to keep others comfortable, you hand them power. You shrink yourself to fit inside their insecurities. You silence your excitement so you don't sound like you're bragging. That's when the evil eye has already won, not through magic, but through manipulation. You see, the more you grow, the more eyes will be on you, some filled with love, others with envy. But remember this, a diamond shines because it's exposed to light. You cannot hide your brilliance just because someone else refuses to polish theirs. And make no mistake, the evil eye doesn't only exist among strangers or colleagues. It lives closer than you think. In families, among friends. Someone sees you buy a new car or move into a better home, and suddenly they talk about luck instead of effort. They never saw the sleepless nights, the quiet sacrifices, or the failures you endured. They see only the result, and they envy what they didn't earn. Not everyone who smiles at you is your supporter. Some people want you to succeed, but never more than them. When you start growing, you force others to confront the truth they've been avoiding, that they could have done more, tried harder, or believed deeper. Growth is a mirror, and not everyone likes their reflection. A young man once told me, "Sir, people keep saying I've changed." I smiled and said, "Of course you have. That's what growth looks like." What they really meant was, you're no longer where we left you. When people see you evolve, they don't always cheer. Sometimes they hope you fail, not because they are evil, but because your success exposes their stagnation. That's the modern evil eye. It's not a curse. It's insecurity dressed as criticism. Even legends faced it. Michael Jordan's teammates said he was arrogant, too demanding, too obsessed with winning. But what they failed to see was that his standards weren't arrogance. They were excellence. Excellence always offends the average. When you refuse to settle, you'll always make those who have settled uncomfortable. You start eating healthier, and your friends say, "Oh, now you're too fancy for junk food." You start a business, and someone says, "Let's see how long this lasts." You post a picture of your achievement, and they call it showing off. But they're not angry at you. They're angry that your proof of discipline leaves them with no excuse for their own comfort zone. So what should you do when you face envy? The answer isn't revenge, it's repetition. Keep winning, keep working, keep shining, because the most painful revenge is consistency. When you rise again and again, the evil eye loses interest. It gets tired watching you succeed. Don't fight them, don't explain yourself, don't prove your worth to those committed to misunderstanding you. Protect your energy, but stay kind, smile, and keep building. Because those who talk behind your back do so only because they're already behind. The louder the gossip, the closer you are to success. Think about it. No one wastes time talking about the person doing nothing. Nobody hates the one sitting on the couch scrolling through life. They only envy the one who dared to start. So when they whisper your name, don't shrink, smile. You've become interesting enough to discuss. You can't stop jealousy, but you can feed it something powerful to stare at, your achievements. You don't need to hide your success, but you do need to be careful who you share it with. Not everyone has the strength to see you win. Share your dreams with workers, not watchers. Watchers will clap, but workers will build beside you. I once met two friends who started a company together. At first, they were united by vision and hope, but when success came, jealousy replaced teamwork. One became secretive, competitive, distant. And I told him, not everyone grows with you, some grow against you. That's why you must guard your peace like it's sacred. Don't give your energy to everyone who asks. Steve Jobs understood this. When he built Apple, he didn't explain himself to everyone. He stayed silent, obsessed, focused. Because he knew something powerful, too many opinions can kill a dream before it's ready. Sometimes silence is your strongest armor. You don't need to justify, defend, or prove. People cannot ruin what they do not know. And when you learn to keep quiet, you'll notice your blessings multiply. The more peaceful you become, the more powerful your results grow. We lose energy not because life is hard, but because we waste it explaining ourselves to people who already decided not to understand us. Stop trying to convince the blind to see. A flower never asks the bee to visit. It just blooms. That's how you must live. Focus on blooming, and the right people will find you. The right eyes will see you. The right hearts will celebrate you. Let others gossip in circles. You rise in silence. Let others doubt you. You prove them wrong by existing fully. The evil eye cannot touch what is protected by purpose. But here's a deeper truth. Sometimes the evil eye isn't about them, it's about us. Because when you scroll through someone's success and think, why them? You've become what you fear. Jealousy works both ways. The same negative energy others project toward you can also live inside you when you spend more time comparing than creating. Every minute spent envying someone else's blessing is a minute stolen from your own destiny. You see someone thriving and think it's luck, not realizing the discipline behind it. You call it easy because you didn't see the sleepless years behind their success. Social media magnifies this. You scroll through perfect pictures, perfect bodies, perfect lives, but nobody posts their failures. Nobody posts their pain. What you see is a highlight reel, not reality. You see someone in perfect shape and say, lucky them, without realizing they've been training at dawn for years. You see someone's business thriving and assume they had connections, not knowing how many nights they cried over empty sales. Stop feeding your jealousy. Starve it by transforming it into curiosity. When you see someone successful, don't think, why them? Think, what can I learn from them? That's the real cure for envy. The moment you celebrate others sincerely, the universe starts celebrating you. The moment you clap for others with clean intentions, blessings begin to flow toward you. Protect your focus, protect your gratitude, protect your peace. Not everyone will understand your journey, but that's fine. It wasn't built for their understanding, it was built for your growth. Don't let doubt enter through someone else's disappointment. Let them talk, let them guess, let them watch. You just walk. Keep your purpose sacred. Keep your faith steady, because when your heart is pure, no eye, jealous, bitter, or hateful, can block what's written for you. You see, the evil eye can't harm you if your vision is stronger than their view. You are not here to please spectators. You are here to evolve, to grow, to rise, and to inspire. When others throw shade, remember, they're only doing it because your light reached them first. Don't hide your shine to make them comfortable. Burn brighter, because every time you rise, you remind the world what's possible. And that, my friend, is power. So the next time you feel the sting of envy, whether from others or within yourself, breathe and remember, the only protection you'll ever need is truth, gratitude, and unshakable focus. Those who are meant for you will never be threatened by your light, and those who envy it will never be able to dim it. You just keep walking your daily path to strength, because as Shi Heng Yi teaches, strength is not in fighting others, it's in mastering yourself. Your silence, your discipline, and your peace are your shields. You are not cursed, you are chosen, and no eye, no word, no doubt can stop what was meant to rise within you.